This is a part 2 of a video I made before, which I may or may not recommend watching. Also, this video contains major spoilers. So, last time, I made a theory about LC Roof and, his connection with Lucifer because of his name. I ended the video talking about Mira. Today, I will continue talking about Mira, and this video will be about a popular theory that was around when this game launched, because obviously when the game ended, the infamous there's something about this planet. People had so many questions and people were making their own theories, but now people have kind of given up because the game's like almost 10 years old and no one's played this game besides me, who has like 2 copies of this game. No, I'm not flexing, definitely not. And the famous theory that I mentioned earlier and at the end of the other video, in case you forgot, it was that Mira is the afterlife. This theory that people made could make sense, since all the characters are like, we found out at the end of the game that somehow our mims are still alive even though we should be dead. And that could mean that maybe we're already dead, we're already dead, and the planet we arrived on, Mira, is actually, the afterlife. And I guess that's why the humans still control their mims, even though the life core was destroyed, Same goes for the air races too. So, LC Roof, like Celica, Jariorg, Nopon, maybe not Nopon. Hold on. I'll talk about Nopon later. And this could be also why Lao is brought back to life, like resurrected at the end of the game. Even though we fight him in the Pog area, by the way, and then we fight him a second time as a Chimera, the final boss and stuff. Like we beat him up. Like not only is he like metamorphed, like mutated into a Chimera and stuff, he cannot transform back, But we beat him up too at the same time, and somehow we fight him at a beach, like just lying on the ground, shirtless. Okay, he opens his eyes and he's still alive. Honestly, something that's interesting is that I honestly don't know if Lao will still play an antagonistic role in the sequel, because at the same time, it'd be really stupid. Since he was already antagonist in the first game, you think, he's redeemed himself and all, right? He's learned his lesson and all. Like, why is he still angry? He's a good character. Well, maybe not everyone agrees. Maybe not everyone likes Lao, but you think he redeemed himself because he's the one who fights Luxor. Like he sacrifices himself at the end of the game to save you. But I swear, in the announcement and all, they made Lao look like such a villain. Like I swear, it was like Definitve seeing you here. The same could be said about you. Like that sounded so villainly, bro. Like you cannot tell me someone who talks like that is not an antagonist. Like you cannot tell me like someone who's not like fancy seeing you here does not like an antagonist. I swear. Yeah, I hope he's not the antagonist of the second game. So that'd be really dumb. I would not like that. No one would like that. No one would like that. And Lao knows the secret, the soldier guy. Lao knows the soldier guy, which we all assume to be an antagonist. And if he's an antagonist, that means Lao is also an antagonist, or he just knows him. He's just like, oh, okay, you're chill, bro. I know you, but I also don't like you. But anyway, this is about the Afterlife theory. This is why there could be a space-time distortion in the planet, since Mara being Afterlife, I guess, doesn't really affect time. And this would, Mira being the Afterlife could fit, since there's an alien race that we haven't really met yet, which would be cool to meet in the sequel, which I know we will. I'm sure Tim will meet them. Like, of course, you really think most stuff will not make us fight the ghost and stuff. Like we fought Ganglion in the first game, we'll fight Ghost in the second one. But this would be fitting since the alien race is called the Ghosts, so yeah, that fits. And I'm sure they'll play a large role. And I just want to mention that Mira, in ancient Greek language, just means a wonder or mystery. So not even the ancient Greeks can help us. Not even the ancient Greeks can help us with what Mira is, man. You think Microsoft go for like a cool name that could be related to the story or something, but nah, bro. They just went for like they just went for the name mystery. It's like thanks Microsoft. Thanks for the hint, bro. Thanks. And I know I may be like, bringing this up out of nowhere, but trust me, this will be important later, or at least a little bit important in the theory. Something cool I noticed is that Elma's human design reminds me of Chaos and Telos from Xenosaga. Though I haven't even played Xenosaga yet. Even I'm playing to, by the way. I'm playing to. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry about it. I'll still, after I finish Xenogears, I'll play Xenosaga. Don't worry about it. But after we see Elma's true form, she obviously resembles Cosmos. The big plot twist. That was like the best plot twist in the game. I think it's a cool contrast. We have like her human design reminds like is similar to Chaos and Telos, while her true form resembles Cosmos. It's like opposites here. I actually really like that. It's cool. She's a combination of the two characters, I guess. I don't know. Xenoblade Chronicles X is connected to Xenosaga because Elma is Telos and Cosmos combined. I don't know. I didn't play Xenosaga. I don't know what goes on. But I brought up Elma because I talked about LC Roof, his name and stuff, like other things Lucifer. I noticed that Elma's name is a reference to the word Elohim, which means divinity or God. And yes, if you played Xenogears, then you would know that, yeah, that's a Xenogears character. That's Ellie's name. So it's nice. Elma is both a reference, both a Cosmos reference and also an Ellie reference. I mean, that's pretty cool. And the same thing I said about Elsie Roof. I obviously doubt Elma is a god. It'd be cool, but no. And she also be she would be opposites of Elsie Roof. That's crazy. Yeah. No, but if that was the case, she'd be like the opposite of Elsie Roof. Even though the other don't really share like connection. They're not like, oh, I don't like Elsie Roof, or like, oh, we're good friends or something. It's just like, I know that one guy. I just know that random dude, right? So maybe not. We don't really see them like really communicate with each other. Because if they were opposites, you think you'd see them like, yeah, no, like with each other or something, like either hating each other or like I don't know, being good friends, I guess, because it's cool. But nah, we don't. And she is similar to Elsie Roof in some way because she's a mysterious character and we don't know her race or her ambitions. So yeah, it's crazy to think that. Dang, she's just as mysterious as else. That's crazy, man. We don't know her ambitions though. Yeah, now I think about it's weird. Like we don't. In the banger song composed by Hiroyuki Sasarano, the goat, a song called "The Forest in the Forest X to Z," there's a lot of references about an afterlife, and this theme summarizes the story of Xenoblade Chronicles X. It even mentions New LA. In the lyrics, it's like they talk about New LA and stuff. So it wouldn't be too surprising if some of the lyrics may have been a tiny hint to the next game. Would be too surprising. You know what I mean? And this theme plays if when you fight Yggdrasil, which he's dead. It was an online boss. You need online to fight him, but obviously the Wii U's dead. The online's dead and stuff, so you can't really fight him. He was a Telethia, by the way, which is important. I think it'd be cool for me to finally fight Yggdrasil. Well, for people too, to fight Yggdrasil now, without hacking their Wii U, by the way. On the Switch, with the Switch Online, you need to pay for it, but yeah, I guess Yeah, it'll be worth it, I guess. I'm excited about the online features we'll see on the Wii U because I never really got to experience it. But yeah, this song is a banger, by the way. I actually, I actually really like the part where it says, "Wait, we are blinded by the answer." I think that sounds like it's a really cool lyric and all. It's also funny because I'm making a theory video trying to answer a question, so it's kind of silly. But like, could you imagine we already had the answers and we just didn't know it? Of course, I don't think that. I don't think so. It's just the lyric. And and then the part where it says it mentions the unknown soldier. It could be the guy we see at the end. You know, the guy with concept art and a 3D model, and the guy who appears in the trailer but looks different. I think it could be that guy. Honestly, I don't know. The unknown soldier. I think it could be that guy. And also, I need to mention that we need to know whose perspective this is in. Uh, I don't know. This could either be like LC Roof, any human citizen, or just a character or slash entity we haven't met yet. You know, I don't think it's LC Roof because it mentions like we have reached our fatherland. I don't think I don't really think it's LC Roof though. I doubt it. But in the song it mentions we have reached our fatherland. And if this was human, that would mean that humans originally came from Mira, which I don't think is true. And also, the Sumerians were the ancestors of humans, or the humans descended from Sumerians. And even the Sumerians don't know about Mira since it's not an A star chart. And if they did know about Mira, then we would have seen the Sumerian like in X. You know, we would have seen them. You know, the ganglion stuff. So I don't, I don't think Park the Farland really makes sense. And then it's like we have reached our, we try as we reach to the promised land, and also we are struggling in the underground. So yeah, a lot of things talking about the afterlife here, which yeah, really fits the theory here. But the only contradiction to this theory is the no pawn. Yes, no pawn. Because they're natives to the planet and lived there since the beginning. So, yeah, I don't think the no pawn are dead. Like, they lived there since the beginning, bro. They were born on there. So, yeah, I don't think no pawn in the afterlife. They've lived there forever. So, a second possibility is that Mira is the material world. This is a concept in Gnosticism, which again, video games take heavy inspiration from. The material world is pretty much the underworld in Gnosticism. The only difference is that instead of going to the underworld after you die, you know, as the afterlife and all, you're first born in the material world. Like, you're born in the material world, like, no matter what. The Gnostics thought that the material world was evil, and the only way to escape it was something called a gnosis, in which, if you've played Xenosaga, which I haven't, you would know that that's the alien force, and it means spiritual knowledge. And with Gnosis, you could ascend to a spiritual realm, like you could escape that material realm that was evil to a higher dimension. If you still don't understand, the material world is just matter and physical stuff, like touching things, like touching things, man. And the spiritual world is our mind, spiritual stuff, spirits and stuff, deep, deep, like like some deep stuff. Yeah. And the material world is like a simulation, pretty much. Even though I wouldn't want to associate this with the Matrix or anything, but but yeah, it's not really a simulation, but it's similar. It's similar, all right, similar. Just like the material realm, you can't escape Mira. This is shown in a quest, one of my favorite side quests, by the way, called the Mystery Man. So maybe the only way to escape Mira is with something equivalent to Gnosis. It's like some kind of key in Gnosticism. Well, some key that's equivalent to the Gnosis. Find the key we've lost. Archons and Yadabayav are the rulers of the material realm. And what if there was like another entity that was like controlling Mira? That would be like the final boss and stuff, like the antagonistic force of the game. I honestly, I would say it's the Telephia if the Telephia weren't already important in the first game, so I don't think so. But but yeah, but if Zenza was an X, I would break my controller. If somehow Zenza appeared in Mira and stuff, or no, if Mira was the world, that Shulk created at the end of the first game and all, I would break my controller. There's no way. There's no shot, dude. Or if it's like the planet with the Bionis and the Mechanis fighting right next to all the continents and stuff, like on Mira, you have Cauldros, Noctinum, and Primordia and all that. But then just north, like up north and all, you have the Bionis and the Mechanis that are just fighting. No, I would break my controller. And Mira representing the physical realm works very well because, again, our MIMs are still alive. MIMs are the physical bodies of humans in the game. And Mira being some material realm, it wouldn't be too hard to believe since that is the core concept about Gnosticism, and I'm surprised that Monosoft haven't used that idea yet, because they always use Gnosticism or Kabbalah in their stories and all. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I'll be honest, I'm not really someone who makes theory videos. I'm more so who makes analysis of a trailer or how Xenosaga is connected to Greek mythology or something. Those are the type of things. Well, I haven't really done yet, but I would do. Well, that I will usually do. I just want to make a theory video because obviously there's a lot of unanswered questions in X and a lot of theories being made about this game. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Sure. Elsroof is my favorite character and all. Let's make a theory about this guy. Yeah, sure. You know what? Let's even make a theory about Mira being Afterlife. Because why not? Like the video if you liked it. You can always dislike the video too if you wanted. I mean, I don't mind, bro. You do you. Until next time, see you guys.